and a warm welcome to Art House in the wonderful month of December. Time sure flies. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Let's check out what we have lined up on this week's episode, where there's a lot of girl power celebration on the creative space. From the Female Association of Nigerian Artists engaging in a visual dialogue, to renowned female artists presenting her latest body of work. So we'll be enjoying this and more when Art House returns in a moment. Join us again.
The true essence of art is first to cultivate the artist's own spiritual nature.
Let's begin with our first feature, Visual Dialogues, which is a group exhibition by the Female Artists Association of Nigeria in Lagos.
For many years, the female artists in Nigeria have been able to organize themselves as a group to hold talks, meetings, workshops, and exhibitions like the one taking place here today called Visual Dialogues at Unconventional Art Space in Lagos.
The women have come a long way, because before they used to shy away from, even bringing out their works. But the Female Artists Association of Nigeria have given them a platform where they can showcase their works among other female, and they are also inspired to find out that every year in, year out, the female works become better. And the Female Artists Association of Nigeria have turned out a lot of great female artists like Ndide Mefele. We have people like Jacqueline. We have people like Modupe, Faduba. They all pass through the Female Artists Association of Nigeria. We have people like Amarachi Okafor. When they come through this association, we open up opportunities for them to excel, and we keep training the younger, artists to excel.
Even non-members and international members had an opportunity to showcase their works of art, which is the aim of constantly holding and engaging female creatives through this platform.
Today's exhibition has to do with an open call. This particular collaboration started with last year with Lagos Continental and Nikkei Art Gallery. This particular space is meant for Nikkei Art Gallery, and she graciously, allowed the female artists to use this platform, this particular space, to showcase female artists' works. And the open call is for both members of the association and non-members of the association, because for this open call, we call it visual dialogue, giving every woman that is an artist an opportunity to showcase their work, despite the fact that they might not be members of the association.
Some of the artists explained the images they have created for this dialogue, the technique and inspiration behind it.
My work is titled The Business of Life. As you can see, the market scenery is a place where people come, buy, sell, or do both. And that is just how life is. Nobody comes to the market to sleep in the market. So with this painting, I am interpreting the visual dialogue, which is the theme of the exhibition, that the marketplace, despite the hustling and the bustling and the noise all around, we are to remember the business of life itself, the reason why we are here. We must never forget that, the essence of life and the reason why we are here. So that is my own way of interpreting the theme of the exhibition, visual dialogue.
My work is spontaneism. The
that one there is called gossipers. Two women in the bar. You know, women we like to talk. Maybe a lady walked in and had some issue with them, so they start talking about her. So that is why it's called gossipers. The other one is called metamorphosis. It tells the story of how a man is developed in the womb. If you can see, that's how a man is formed in the womb. And when he comes out, if you look closely, you see the ear, a grown-up ear, and eye. So that is what that represents. And these are small walks. That is the normal water women from the stream. And the other one is moon dance. Because I could remember when we were little in those days, when the moon is out, especially when we travel to the village, we come out to dance in the moon. So I titled that one Moon Dance 1 and Moon Dance 2.
Majorly celebrating womanhood, celebrating femininity, and the work I'm exhibiting here is titled Lady in Red. I'm celebrating like a woman who is looking for love, who wants love. And I also use, if you notice, her hat has Ankara design on it. I'm also celebrating like our culture, our kind of dressing, because most women have women wearing Ankara, and of course also their direct patterns. So it's basically celebrating like our Africanness, our African nature, and celebrating womanhood in all. This work is inspired by Queen Idia. She's one of the bravest queens in West African culture, and she has made a lot of impact. She was an hero and she has this bold personality. So I did this painting to honor her because the steps that she took, bravery, she was determined, is one of the steps that women of nowadays are taking. They are going places and they are doing what people thought they would not be able to do as women. Then here is my work. It's talking about intelligence. As a woman, we should work on our inner beauty more. We should work on our inner beauty more than our outer beauty. So it's not just about your looks. You should also work on your beauty, your inner mind. Like you should read, you should explore. And the work there is not just about your intelligence. You not just you reading and growing yourself and looking beautiful inward and outward. It's about you doing what you know you should do. If the thing is good enough, yeah, you should go for it and you should work on yourself.
The theme of the exhibition is visual dialogue, and my works are talking about women and finding themselves in the society. The first one is confidence, while the second one is love life. The confidence talks more about how women find their footing in a men-dominated society, and there is this joy that comes when a woman can stand for herself, can feed herself, pay her bills, and a very big support to the man in her life without having to, depend on either way. Nowadays, the economy is really bad. So we are looking for all the other things that we can use to support. So it's actually an additional thing for a woman to be able to bring into the house. And then the second one is talking about the love life. This is the relationship part of the women's life, where they enter a relationship, it doesn't work, they come out, enter another one, it doesn't work, until you find the person. Exactly. So that journey can be tedious, and it can take a lot from a woman, and you have to be balancing your career life and then your relationship life, and you can't forget that you're a woman. You can't do more than yourself, right? You can't forget that there is this feminine part of you that has to come to life. In as much as you're a career woman, chasing your dreams, you have to also remember that there is something called family that you're going to be balancing each part with. So this is like a dialogue. It's like talking about it and letting people know that in as much as you're going through this, there are other people that also have the same story that they're sharing with you. So don't despair. It's a normal thing. We'll go through it together. It's a support system kind of thing.
Although it's an all-women affair, they also get the much-needed support from the male folk.
My office, myself, together with my wife, we are very happy to see that the flourishing of Nigerian artists, especially the women or female artists, have been so keen on displaying their talent through their artwork. Because a woman's touch about artwork can be a little bit different from the men, but at least they all want to express themselves. So like I mentioned many times, that Nigeria is such a good democracy with the freedom of expression. So this is the way that Nigerian people expressing themselves, no matter they are men or women. So having a good venue, a good platform for the artists to showcase their mind, showcase their work, and displaying their talent is something that I really admire and appreciate.
What we expect for the female artists exhibition is patronage. We give them a platform to also, meet the international community. So, and Mominike is such a wonderful person that has given all of us, both male and female artists, an opportunity to sell our works, an opportunity for us to showcase our works.
Paintings, sculptures, installations, and different variety of artistic pieces were displayed at this show by the Female Artists Association of Nigeria.
And if you thought that was amazing, then just relax, because we have more where that came from coming up in a moment. Stay with us.
Our wordsmith for this week is titled Smile by Gabriel Akanu. When the weather suits you not, try smiling. When your coffee isn't hot, try smiling. When your neighbors don't do right, or your relatives all fight, soothe their plight and make the atmosphere light. Try smiling. It doesn't change the course of things just by smiling, but it cannot make them worse just by smiling. Regardless, it'll help your case as it brightens up a gloomy place. Then, it sort of rests your face just by smiling.
And these are the works of art you sent in recently. Let's begin with Ajewole Tunde's pastel piece called Market Day. Then Afrocentric Radiance is an oil and Ankara fabric on canvas work by Bakari Babatunde. Samson has this blue pen on paperwork called Our Daily Bread. Her Tribe is a mixed media work done by Taiwo Joshua. While The Act of Waiting is a digital painting done by Tomiwa Adelagun. Nature is an oil on canvas work done by Henry Andrew. While Bukola Orioye has this oil and acrylic on canvas work called What Do You Feel? Then this work, titled Enameled with Grace, is an acrylic on canvas piece by Kehinde Mayowa. Then we wrap things up with this work by Adekunle Mayowa called Dreadlocks. He says it's a wave of Dada and the narratives of trend and culture is rendered with acrylic on canvas. And that concludes the works of art you sent in recently. We appreciate you for sending them in and encourage you to keep them coming, especially as we are counting down to the year 2024.
Body Blue and Beyond is a solo exhibition and performance by another renowned female artist at the Third Pyramid Art Center in Lagos.
The Third Pyramid Center in Lagos is filled with guests from all walks of life who have gathered to see the latest body of works created by art scholar and lecturer Professor Peju, which is celebrating women and elevating this artistic form in the country, which is a continuation of an indigenous fabric conversation that started years ago.
So this exhibition is an extension of what I had in 2019, the exhibition titled Indigo Reimagined. And here we're looking at blue as a color, but we're also going beyond blue and introducing new colors, knowing that in the fashion world today, in the textile world, there are a lot of colors that have been introduced. And so much as we push for sustainability and the use of indigo dyes, we're also asking that we think about more sustainable methods of dyeing fabrics, and also looking at the tradition of dyeing in different parts of Nigeria, and developing this tradition in ways that celebrate our heritage.
This solo exhibition features an array of local textiles with the method and design process then to the Body Blue performance.
We are actually tearing fabric as a symbolic way of tearing the imported imitation fabrics that have been brought into the country that are competing with locally made fabrics done by our local craftsmen and women that is destroying the direct industry. And so we are calling on government to put a stop to the importation of these imitation materials that come from outside of Nigeria, and also, in a sense, breaking down the structures of colonialism.
This renowned artist has always been passionate about promoting indigenous fabric and encouraging the craftsmen and women who walk this path.
You know, when you wear adire, the local adire, it's when you wear it, the blue rubs off on your body. So we're looking at that blue. The fact that the blue rubs off doesn't mean that the fabric is not good. In fact, in some cultures, particularly amongst the Ondo people, the older the fabric that they wear, the more important, the more valued it is. Like the old ashoke, the vintage ashoke. So even when it's threadbare, they still wear it with pride because you wear the age of the material. So that performance was speaking to how we pass on skills from one generation to the other. We also are celebrating our heritage that has been handed over to us to sustain. And so we have the Sound of Water that talks about the responsible way of the responsible use of water. We also look at the sound of the sewing machine that speaks to fashion and how fashion and textile are interrelated.
She always brings her A game to the hall when she exhibits, and this latest effort is no different, as the depth of academic research is not lost on the audience.
I'm amazed at all I have seen here today, and it's really impressive. So I got this beautiful top here, and there's a variety of prints out here and designs for so many to choose from. It's amazing what I see here.
I'm inspired by what I've seen here today. I see the important work that women are doing, and I see them being empowered and having that work in the terms of textiles being elevated. So it's inspirational.
I like the fact that her work is that of an activist, where she's promoting African fabric, the adire, batik patterns, and then the symbolisms behind this fabric, and then the indigenous skills, the indigenous savoir-faire about adire, reviving the old methods, bringing them back, and then insisting on bringing these patterns back to life, and then with the fashion show, I think that's an excellent thing.
This two-pronged event opened at the Thought Pyramid Arts Center and moved to the Mydrim Gallery, still in Lagos, for a fashion show.
It gets even more exciting, but that will be on the next episode of the program.
Coming up on Art House. Enduring Passion is an exhibition by veteran artist Kolade Oshinowo at KO Gallery. A group exhibition which took place in two venues, the Yaba Museum and the Madhouse at the University of Lagos. We encourage you to keep liking, sharing, and viewing our page so more people can enjoy the ever-bubbly and ingenious art scene in the country.
Your Art House experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of Art House on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on Art House on Channels. We're everywhere.
So we have loads of interesting art events lined up for you this month. It's the peak of the art season. So many things are happening in the art world, so you'll be sure to see it all here. Or check us out on YouTube for this and other episodes of the program. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Have a lovely day.